and thank you very much for this amazing introduction. I'm glad that you're not my broker anymore. So, guys, it's my first time on this stage. So if you see me shaking, don't think that I'm nervous. I'm just super cold. And I forgot my blazer. So I have in my room a full bag of a lot of clothing, but I forgot my blazer. Crazy. But anyways, thank you very much for this opportunity. It's a pleasure and honor for me to be here to share a little bit of my story and also a space for me to grow personally. And I want to start with this. Have you ever think about quitting this business? Right? I'm glad that I wasn't the only one. I used to think about this often. I'm not going to lie, guys. Sometimes I still think about this. You know, this business is like a roller coaster. It has its ups, its downs, and ups are amazing, right? When everything is going according to what you want, you got the listing at the price that you recommended, you got the commission that you were asking for, all of your deals are moving forward and smoothly. You feel like you can conquer the world, you feel excited, you're magnificent, right? But oh my gosh, the lows, right? Very, very low. And just to give you an example, but I'm sure you have many stories, and I've been working with these clients for the past 6 months, working very hard, making very competitive offers in this crazy market, right? And we finally got an offer accepted. We did inspection. We were about to sign the contract, and then the listing agent called me and tells me, over the weekend, the seller met up with their friends, and they decided that they're going to go with their offer. Even though your offer is better, is higher, has better terms, and your buyers are qualified, financially strong, they're going to go with their friends because it's just their friend. So now I have to call my buyer, I have to call my client, I have to tell them, you know, what just happened, deal with their frustration, and all of this negative emotion that this involves, right? 6 months of work, no commission anymore, right? So it's normal to think that you want to quit this business, and it will be much easier just to find a 9-to-5 job, right? You start at 9, you finish at 5, no stress or very little stress, right? But you know that for a fact that every week or every 2 weeks, you're going to have your paycheck, right? You have stability there. You have security there. Or at least that was the reason why I went to college, right? I remember my mom, my grandma, telling me, mijita, you got to study. You got to go to college so you can find a good job. So you can find a good job. This was putting my brain time after time after time. She would say the same thing to my brothers, to my sisters. I could see them repeating this one time and another time and another time. And even until these days, I could see how my brothers and my sister keep saying the same thing to my nephews and my nieces, right? And don't get me wrong, I have no problem with going to college, and like that's not the point. My point here is that what I was told is to be an employee. I was never told how to be a business owner, how to be an entrepreneur. Those words didn't exist in our vocabulary. Now, I don't blame my mom for this, because it's what she had. Right? It was what she was told. So she just wanted security for me. She wanted me to find a good job because for her, in her brain, that was the only solution, right? The only possible way. So when I see these patterns repeating, is when it clicked in my head. Something have to change. Something have to change here. And I realized that I'm the one person in my family that was born to break these generational patterns, right? It is, okay, hold on, let me get it together. So I knew that I didn't want to settle just for this. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make the difference in my family. And even though sometimes I feel like I want to quit real estate, because I sometimes still feel that, I know now that I have to keep pushing for this, right? I moved to this country with this desire in my heart 12 years ago. And 10 years I've been in this roller coaster called real estate, making this happen for myself and for my family. I've been blessed enough to be part of this amazing company that has given me the resources, the network, and the support that I needed to increase my business productivity and to help me with this goal of mine of breaking these patterns. And many of the speakers, I think all of them have spoken about how EXP have helped them with revenue share. But I want to tell you my personal story and how I started it. I wish I want to become like you, Tracy, one of these days, just the first 17 million. But my first check was $100 only, right? But still, I was grateful because it was $100 extra that I have in my pocket. I didn't have this before, right? With these $100, I could go shopping, get myself a black bracer, get groceries, get gas, or whatever, but it was something extra, right, that I didn't have before. So I started it with $100. However, it has gotten to a point now that it paid my mortgages. Yes, yes. And you heard it right, my mortgages. So I was renting, then I got my first apartment, and in May 31st, I just closed on my first investment property, right? I'm so excited about this. I'm actually very stressed about that too. Since I closed on my property, I live in Home Depot. I live in Home Depot, and I don't look like this. I'm completely different. I should have shown you some pictures. But my point with this is that even though I live in Home Depot for the last month, I know that I get a check every month that covers all my expenses. So that was the security that my mom wanted it for me, but she didn't know I could do that by working for myself. I don't have to work for somebody else to have this security. So thanks to EXP, I have this security, I have my check every month, and I don't have to worry that I need to close these deals or keep working, like after 6 months and still not getting paid. But I found another property, so we are in contract now. Also, stocks. I was new to the stock world. Before EXP, I didn't have any stock. I didn't own any stock. And then I received an email, and then it's like, congratulations. You just got stocks vested in the next 2-3 business days. I don't remember exactly. And I was like, what is this? Let me go check. So I clicked, and I went to my account, right? I didn't check before. And I saw the money. I was like, what? That's my money that the company has given me, has been rewarding me with this stock by doing what I'm already doing. I'm out there hustling, selling real estate, and they keep paying me. So another security there, right? That's for my retirement. It's there. That's what my mom wanted it for myself, right? Another way that is very special to me too is the mentorship program in EXP. I've been blessed enough to have amazing mentors and coaches in my career that has helped me to improve and take my business to the next level. So the least thing I could do now is to pay back and help those new agents that at some point I was, right? So, and the company also rewards me for that. So I'm grateful for that opportunity, but I'm also happy in my heart to be able to help my mentees to do it for themselves too, right? Maybe they're the ones that want to break these patterns in their family. And then another one will be the referrals that I get, right? You know that when you get a referral, it's pretty much an easy transaction because you have the seller or the buyer handed to you, right? So who wouldn't want that? And by coming to these amazing events and conferences, I get to know and make new connections with amazing agents all over the States. And then every time I go back to New York, I go back with 1 or 2 new deals. So just to leave you guys, because I have 14 seconds, don't be afraid to be the person that is breaking these patterns in your family. Be that black sheep in your family. Usually when someone speaks about black sheep, it's a negative connotation, right? So, but I dare you to be that black sheep. break those patterns. And don't quit. Don't quit, because then you will have to be working for somebody and find a good job. So I remember also my mentor used to tell me, Maria, if you quit, you lose. If you quit, you lose. And I'm not a loser, so I'm here 10 years going into my 11th year. Thank you very much, guys, for listening.